Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured because of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny coming out, I figured it'd be cool to wear the shirt from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the second installment, which is a prequel. But anyway, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny marks the fifth and last time that Harrison Ford was playing Indiana Jones after playing the part for, you know, 42 years and 5 films, which is, rather impressive that at 80, one, he could, nearly 81, he could still pull off, playing the part rather well. And, it's been 15 years since the not so popular Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, which quite honestly, it's like the Star Wars prequels, like one of those kind of movies where at the time the critical reception wasn't great, but it was one of those movies that kind of grew on you as time went by. So, in the events of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which even though despite 15 years between Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny, it's only like 12 years, in between the fourth and the fifth film, whereas part 4 was 1957, part 5 was 1969. And it has Indiana Jones now at the age that he's ready to retire from teaching. And of course he was teaching at Hunter College, which of course the alumni I went to, which was kind of cool. And of course, since the events of the fourth film, Indy and Marion, who were married, are separated because of their son Mutt, getting killed during the Vietnam War, which is a way to explain the characters, absent in the film, which kind of put a strain, on their marriage. And of course, Indy gets contacted by his goddaughter Helena, who happens to be the daughter of his friend Basil, and she, who, asked him to go on like one last adventure, to help find this Dial of Destiny. And basically, the reason why the movie gets its title, The Dial of Destiny, because it's like an artifact that allows the person to travel back in time. And of course, those particular plans, you know, Indy tries to throw from one of a fellow Nazi scientist played by Mads Mikkelsen's character. Many people know for playing Le Chiffre from, Casino Royale, the first entry that Daniel Craig did, and of course, for his role as Hannibal Lecter in the Hannibal Lecter TV series. In terms of what I thought about the Dial of Destiny, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, I could say that there were certain things about it I wish they could have done a little bit better, like utilize, Sala and Marion's characters, rather than just having them as throwaway props or just mere cameos, since it would have been nice to include them in one, last adventure. But Harrison Ford did a good job acting wise, and you get to see how his characters, grief, for his, son, and trying to be strong. And then you got other sidekicks, including, the Teddy character, who's a teenager. I guess many people think of like this day's version of Short Round, which would have been cool to see Short Round's character, return as an adult, which too bad it didn't happen here. But I guess it is what it is. So in terms of my particular ranking amongst the 5 Indiana Jones, I would rank it, I would say, 4th out of 5. Only because, not because of the story, but it kind of felt, certain parts of it felt a little underwhelming, and the pacing, was a little too long for my liking. But like I said, it wasn't a bad entry, but I kind of felt like if this was going to be Indy's last adventure, I kind of felt it needed something stronger. So that's that. But and to an extent, I personally think Crystal Skull was the better way to end the Indy story, since it kind of left people, wanting more while leaving him in a better place. Well, that's just my opinion. So that's that. But I'll say, for those that have seen the previous Indiana Jones entries, check it out just to see how Indy's cinematic adventures come to an end. And that's pretty much all there is to say about it. Alright, everyone. Thanks again.